Meanwhile, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been invited by the US House Speaker to address a joint meeting of the Congress on the 22nd of June during his state visit. Now, this, remember, is one of the highest honors that Washington accords to foreign dignitaries. And the move also underscores the efforts by the United States to strengthen ties between the oldest and the largest democracy in the world. The Washington and New Delhi also share a commitment to global peace and prosperity. The invitation has said that the address will provide India an opportunity to share its vision for its future and also the challenges that New Delhi and Washington, of course, face. The invitation also mentions the last time that the Indian Prime Minister had addressed the joint sitting of the Congress back in 2016, highlighting as to how the address had left a pretty lasting impact and it also deepened the ties between the two nations. Now, it further said that the event will celebrate the enduring friendship between the United States and India. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be travelling to the United States for his very first official state visit. And this will happen during the third week of June. The invite comes against the backdrop of a polarized world order, where most countries have been forced to take sides on the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And I also earlier spoke with Voice of America's correspondent Jessica Stone. Listen in to what she had to say.
Official invitation from Speaker McCarthy and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to make an address to a joint meeting of Congress on June 22nd. That, of course, the week when he is going to be here for a state visit, spending time with U.S. President Joe Biden. And you'll recall the last time that he made such an address to Congress was in 2016. So it's been some time. Certainly the relationship between the two countries, particularly in the context of the Indo-Pacific strategy that the White House is employing, has greatly changed. And the relationship between the U.S. and China has shaped the relationship between the U.S. and India.
Meanwhile, we're also being joined in by my colleague Susan Tehrani. She's joining us live from New York at this moment. Susan, this of course is an interesting and an important development where the Indian Prime Minister during his state visit to the United States of America has now been invited to address the joint sitting of the Congress. Tell us how significant that is.
Sorry, I lost you.
All right, Susan, I think it's a bad line there, but let me repeat my question. What I said was the Indian Prime Minister, who's of course traveling to the United States of America, he has been invited to address the joint sitting of the Congress.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if we can just go back, I think our viewers remember that Chuck Schumer visited India back in February, and he was talking about cooperation between the United States and India, how it has expanded really in recent years, really after the Cold War, and then after President Obama came into office in 2016. That was when Prime Minister Modi addressed a joint session of Congress for the first time. Chuck Schumer also said that the relationship really is of importance, countering China. I think we'll expect a similar tone from Prime Minister Modi when he comes and addresses lawmakers in Washington as well, really talking about not only the bilateral relationship between the two sides, but a safe, open Indo-Pacific as well. According to House records, this will be the sixth address by an Indian Prime Minister. Prime Minister Modi's 2016 included as well, and the second by a foreign lawmaker after the South Korean president in April.
Absolutely, indeed. Susan, thank you very much indeed for joining us and getting us all those details there. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.